Oh my gosh. Yo, what up everybody? It is your boy Fitzmo TV here, aka GLauren33, and I'm back here tonight with the Legit Shoot podcast, here with your Monday Night Raw review and results for December 23rd, 2019. Yeah, and right now I'm recording this while we're live streaming, of course, like we usually do, but it was the night before Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. Alright, I want to wish you guys, everyone watching, if you guys are watching on the live stream, if you guys are watching this afterwards when it's uploaded, I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Alright, hope you guys enjoy the time with your family, your friends, you know, unwrapping your gifts, playing in the snow, and just having that good old family time to end the year, the end of the decade. Well, WWE, the only thing I ask from WWE for Christmas, the only thing I want for Christmas from WWE is a good show, a good Monday Night Raw. That's all I wanted from them for Christmas. And, you know, Sasha Banks become women's champion, but WWE couldn't even give me that. They couldn't give me a good show to end the year. They couldn't. The one thing I wanted, the one thing I had on my Christmas list from WWE, other than Sasha Banks becoming women's champion, it's sad. It really is sad. You know it's bad when one of the biggest points on your show was Santa Claus becoming the 24/7 champion. Yeah. You know it's bad when your show is structured around Santa Claus fighting with R-Truth and Akira Tozawa over the 24/7 championship. Like, are you kidding me right now? Really? That's the best you could give me. This company, man, they suck. They really do. This show was absolutely awful tonight. This show was dreadful. The first hour was absolutely horrendous. The second hour was, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna stand in line. It was pretty good. It was decent. And then the third show went right back to being awful. Third hour. I really do wish the second hour of the show was the first hour of the show. I really do wish that. Because man, oh man, after the first hour of the show, I just didn't care. I really tried to pay attention in the second hour, and the second hour wasn't terrible, but man, oh man. That's the way you end the decade, right? I know you have, you know, you have Monday Night Raw next year, the day before New Year's, right? That's supposed to be your last show of the year, but really, these are the shows. And I don't want to hear that excuse. I don't want to hear the excuse that, oh, it was a holiday show, man. It was pre-taped, man. That doesn't give you no excuse to put out the garbage we saw tonight. I feel bad. Where was the show taped tonight? Was it Michigan or Minneapolis? I believe it was. Because remember we talked about this last week on the podcast. We talked about how Monday Night Raw is so garbage. You know, I'll give WWE credit where credit is due. They wanted to give their superstars the holidays off to spend time with their family, which I appreciate. I appreciate that. You know, you have your superstars there on the road with you 365 days a year. But, man, oh man, that doesn't excuse the garbage we got tonight. That really doesn't. I don't care if it's pre-taped. I don't care what it is. And I absolutely hate pre-taped shows. I really do. Not only does it take from the authentic experience of watching it live, because some of the stuff we saw tonight on Raw was already spoiled. I tried to stay away from spoilers. I probably would have been better off knowing the spoilers, just so I could have done a Raw review before the show and not have to put myself through the trouble and the pain and the misery of having to watch this show live for 3 hours. I really do think that. I honestly just don't get it with this company. I really don't. Pre-tape shows are absolutely the worst, man. Because you have spoilers, you know, you basically already know what's going to happen. And when it comes to pre-tape shows, it's like WWE doesn't put any effort in. They already don't put enough effort into their live shows. It's even bad enough. It's even bad enough when they do it for their pre-tape shows. It really is. What up, Sasha? Is bad. I don't know why you're in my chat if you don't like Sasha Banks. This is a pro Sasha Banks channel. I don't know in what world would you not like Sasha Banks. She's the best female wrestler in the world. That's the only thing I have to say. All right, that should be it, really. I could go on a whole 1 hour rant about how great Sasha Banks is, but I'm not going to do that. We're here to review Monday Night Raw, my friend. You know, I don't know why you don't like Sasha, but please, no Sasha bashing. No, we don't do no Sasha bashing in our comment section. Please do not. All right, do not get me angry. All right, I'm already in a painful mood. All right, my holiday week has already started off bad, having to watch this garbage, this trash that we had to watch tonight. But man, I want to thank you guys for joining me here, right here on the podcast here tonight for your Monday Night Raw review. If you guys didn't watch the show tonight, I don't blame you. I went through the pain and the misery of watching the show for you guys. For my loyal subscribers, that's my Christmas gift to you. I watch Monday Night Raw. I come out here and I review it. I give you guys my rants. I give you guys my thoughts. I watch Monday Night Raw for you guys, alright? I watch Monday Night Raw. I put myself through the pain, the agony. I put myself through all that just so you guys don't have to watch the show. That's my Christmas gift to you guys, alright? But yes, we're going to go through Monday Night Raw, the garbage that was this Monday Night Raw holiday show tonight. As always, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that bell next to my name if it's on TV so you guys are notified every time I post a new video. Yo, Junior, take care of this. Yo, anybody in the chat, take care of this Sasha's Bad Banks. I don't know what the hell this person's talking about, alright? Please. And Junior, I don't know why you like this show either, man. I thought you were smart. Yeah, like, you've been watching me for a long time, Junior. How could you say this show was good tonight? This show was absolutely dreadful. Other than the second hour, which was okay, this show was absolutely dreadful. Oh, I hate pre-tape shows. Alright, the comment section's already getting me mad tonight. Junior's saying that he loved the show. Sasha's Bad Banks. Like, I don't know, even, like, change your name. Please, do not get me started, because I do not want to be here all night. I really don't. It's Christmas Eve. Alright? It's Christmas Eve. I just want to get this show done, or get this podcast done, so I can go play some COD and enjoy my Christmas weekend, or my Christmas week. Please. Alright? No. When it comes to WWE, we're not positive. Why WWE doesn't deserve our positivity, except for NXT. WWE does not deserve our positivity. Alright? This show is absolutely garbage. I don't care what anybody says. This show was absolutely garbage. And like I said, I don't want to hear the damn excuse that, oh, they get a pass tonight because it was not only was it pre-taped, it was a holiday show. Who cares? The Royal Rumble's in a month. The Royal Rumble, your second biggest pay-per-view after WrestleMania, or third pay-per-view, depending on what you consider. Do you take Royal Rumble or SummerSlam? Alright? It's basically tied for your second most important pay-per-view right after WrestleMania. Tied with SummerSlam. Right? You have 4 weeks. 4 weeks till the Royal Rumble. Right? And this show did absolutely nothing to build towards the Rumble. Absolutely no build. What's one of the problems that we have with WWE? They don't build towards their pay-per-views. They will till last minute to announce matches. Alright? For the pay-per-views that matter, they don't build towards them. Alright? Most of their pay-per-views get 3 weeks of build. You have 5 weeks of build for the Royal Rumble. 5 weeks between TLC and the Royal Rumble. I don't care if we're in the holiday season. You need to start building towards the Royal Rumble right now. Brock Lesnar, yeah. Everybody does tell me, oh yeah, Brock Lesnar. I'm so happy that he beat Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship. Why? Lesnar has not been seen since Super Showdown. Why? It's Royal Rumble season. It's WrestleMania season. And Lesnar's not on the show. But yet, there's people out there that want to complain, right? That the WWE Championship is not on the show. But yet, you guys are the ones that were happy when Lesnar beat Kingston in 7 seconds. Really? Like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. All right, I'm trying to understand what Junior's saying. I have no problem with y'all. You guys can have your own opinion. I just don't like people bashing my girl Sasha. That's all I'm saying. All right. Let's just get that clear real quick. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Like, for real, this show did absolutely nothing to build towards the Royal Rumble. Absolutely nothing. Like, what are we doing, folks? What in the world are we doing? The Royal Rumble is your second most important pay-per-view. I'm basically just like, I have to keep stressing this. You guys may be wondering, why do I keep saying that? I have to keep stressing it. Because the casuals out there are going to say, this was a good show. Oh my gosh, they have a month till the Royal Rumble, right? And yet, when they're rushing the build towards the Rumble 2 weeks before the actual pay-per-view, people are going to be saying, oh, what in the world are you saying? Alright, Sasha's bad things. Stop ranting. Sasha's awful. Deal with it. If you think Sasha's awful, you can leave my chat. You do not have to be in here. And don't tell me to stop ranting. You're listening to my show. My podcast. Alright? I will say what I want to say. Don't come to my chat and tell me how I run my show, what I should say. What do you think this is? Don't come into my chat thinking you can tell me what to do. Alright? First of all, Sasha is better than anybody in that company. Alright? Please. Please. You're listening to my show. Remember that. You don't have to be here. You can leave at any moment. Like, Like, usually I let a lot of stuff go, but there's one thing I don't stand. People tell me how to run my podcast, how to run my channel. Do not. That's the quickest way for you to get banned from the channel, to get banned from the stream. Alright? Hey, Jessica, it's good to see you. But don't. I let you guys say your opinions, but when it comes to stupidity and acting like a retard, that's where I cross the line. Alright? That's where we cross the line. No, you don't tell me how to run my show. Alright? Don't tell me that. It's already bad enough. You already left a sour taste. You already left a very bad impression saying Sasha's bad. Please. Alright, please. Say one more thing and you'll be gone. Say one more thing, please. I'll give you one more opportunity since it's the holiday season. Alright? Oh my goodness. Anyway, we're going to go through the show tonight because the way it's looking, you know, I'm already getting pissed off, and I don't want to be here for 2 hours ranting because of some people acting like fools in the chat. Anyway, oh my gosh, I didn't take notes on this show. I just have the Bleacher Report notes. There was no need for me putting up notes for this show. No need. Anyway, oh my gosh. Kevin Owens comes out. I actually love Kevin Owens. You know, we haven't seen Kevin Owens in a couple weeks because he was attacked by AOP and Seth Rollins 2 weeks ago on Raw when, you know, they bashed the head in Kevin Owens' face, and then, you know, Seth revealed himself to be the leader of the AOP, and then, you know, he curb stomped Kevin Owens into the concrete. So Kevin Owens opened up the show. It didn't. You know, the first part of this didn't piss me off. I didn't start getting pissed off till Mojo Rawley came out. Alright? Yo, Junior, stop apologizing. What are you doing? Alright, you're gone. You're shot. Oh, yeah, you're done. You're done. You can stay in the chat if you want, but your messages are, you're done. That was ridiculous. Alright? Yeah, Charlotte, please, you're done. Goodbye. People really want to piss me off tonight. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Kevin Owens came out. He talked about a little bit about Seth Rollins and AOP and the attacks they did on him. But then Mojo Rawley came out. And I was like, why? This guy's a jobber. This guy doesn't matter. He doesn't matter. So Mojo Rawley comes out. He's still angry about the attack from 2 weeks ago when Kevin Owens hit him with the pipe. And actually, those pipe shots were real. Mojo posted something on his Instagram of his back. Those were some real pipe shots. But basically, he was angry about the attack. He called Kevin Owens a pretty face that can't do nothing without a pipe. blah, blah, blah. You know, this led to a no disqualification match. The match wasn't bad. I'm not going to say here, but, like, I just didn't care. You've done nothing to make me care about Mojo Rawley for, what, 2 years? What is Mojo Rawley's best moment on the main roster? Was it when him and Zack Ryder were in the Hype Bros? Or was it, what, didn't he win, like, a WrestleMania Battle Royal with Rob Gronkowski a couple years ago? What was it, like, WrestleMania 32 or something like that? Like, please, like let's be serious here. Let's be serious. All right, and I'll give you one last chance. Stop acting like a fool in my chat. To tell me to breathe in, breathe out. I'm fine. I just hate how some of y'all act like idiots. Like, it's common sense. Don't come in my podcast trying to tell me what to say. Like, I'll say what I want to say. There's a bunch of idiotic podcasters out there that don't know what they're saying. You know, I call them the casual podcasters. All right, I'm not here to give you the raw truth, whether you like it or not. All right, and if you don't like it, all right, that's fine. You can disagree with me, but if you want to say stupidity, then that's where the problem comes in. But anyway, you know, Mojo Rawley has done nothing for me to care about him. All right. Mojo Rawley threw Owens into a collection of standing chairs from the top rope, which actually looked kind of cool. But then KO fought back. He hit a stunner, and then he did the pop-up powerbomb through a table, which looked beautiful. I love when KO does his stunner and pop-up powerbomb combo. And then he got the win. Afterwards, he called out the Authors of Pain and Seth Rollins, saying, I know if I go backstage, I'm going to get attacked again by you three, so why not you three come down to this ring and do it here in front of this live audience, because someone will enjoy it. I love Kevin Owens, alright? Seth Rollins and AOP were watching backstage. They walked out to the ring. When the commercial break ended, Seth offered KO to join him in AOP. But Owens responded with a super kick to Rollins. This led to AOP then attacking Kevin Owens. And then Owens got finished off with a stomp from Seth Rollins. So basically, this is nothing new. Nothing that we haven't seen in the last couple weeks with Seth and AOP beating the crap out of Kevin Owens. You know, this was just a repeat of stuff we've already seen. That, you know, the match with Mojo Rawley wasn't bad. This is that I just don't give a damn about Mojo Rawley. And this was just a repeat of stuff that we've already seen just 2 weeks ago. So it was just rinse and repeat to me. Alright? Rinse and repeat. Alright? Oh, so now you want to tell me not to block you. So I blocked you, and then I unblocked you, trying to be a nice guy, giving you another chance, and now you're telling me now you're telling me not to block you? Jeez, you just don't learn. You just don't learn. Oh my goodness. Don't block me. Like, I blocked you, I give you another chance, and then you want to act dumb again. Like, I don't understand it. Like, when are you going to learn? This is my show. If I want to do something, I'm going to do it. Don't try to... The worst thing, the quickest way to get on my bad side is to tell me what to do. I absolutely hate that. Hate that. I'll give you one last opportunity. Say something dumb again and you're not coming back. For real. Oh my goodness. You're like, I don't know why you guys pissing me off tonight. Anyway, like I said, this attack meant nothing to me. It was a weak... I love Kevin Owens, but really, you could have done anything better. The Mojo Rawley match wasn't bad. I just don't care about Mojo Rawley. And the attack was stuff I've already seen. I'm sorry, it didn't do anything for me. Alright? Next up, we had R-Truth and Akira Tozawa's Christmas 24/7 Championship Journey. I'm going to talk about this once. Because they had like 5 or 6 segments of this during the show. I like Akira Tozawa. I like R-Truth. I find both to be entertaining. Akira Tozawa is good in the ring. R-Truth, he's pretty entertaining himself. If R-Truth had his own comedy show on the WWE Network, I would probably watch it. Probably be more entertained watching an R-Truth comedy show than watching Monday Night Raw, to be honest. Alright? But basically, basically, in New York City, oh my gosh, in New York City, R-Truth was basically looking for the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. All right, he thought it was funny. R-Truth thought the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree was actually a Christmas tree made by The Rock, which is pretty funny. But basically, while looking for the tree, he got rolled up by Akira Tozawa for the 24/7 championship. Then basically, they spent most of the night, Tozawa was getting chased by Truth all around Manhattan. Truth dragging a referee. And I gotta give credit to the referee, man. That referee, he was running through New York City where it's like 21 degrees right now. He's running with just his referee shirt on. All right, he didn't have no jacket, no hat, no gloves. Man, that guy might be the real MVP for what he had to go through tonight. But Truth cornered Tozawa at a futsal, and then basically we saw Santa, somebody looking like Santa, some fool dressed as Santa. Basically had a sack, and basically he told R-Truth that he had a Christmas present for him in his sled and in his sled, whatever. Oh my god, I'm getting all my words mixed up tonight. And then he bashed Tozawa with a sack full of probably just cardboard boxes, and then pinned Tozawa for the 24/7 championship. Then Tozawa and Truth had to team up, chasing after Santa. Again, there was a point where both were on horses, chasing after Santa. Then they eventually got in front of the, I think it was the Barclays Center. I don't know. They got in front of some arena in New York. I don't think it was MSG, but I'm not sure. They got in front of some arena. Then Truth was able to, beat Tozawa to rolling up Santa, regaining his 24/7 championship for the 28th millionth time. And then afterwards, we see Tozawa and Truth basically, they become friends. They call Truth for the night. They call friends because John Cone, he was the referee. Basically called out both men for forcing the run around New York City all night in the cold. Once again, John Cone, I gotta give him credit. He's the real MVP tonight. All right, basically, but yeah, that's what happens. This was I'm not gonna say this was a very entertaining 24/7 championship. But I always say, these segments should be on YouTube. I should not be seeing these segments on WWE television. Why? Why would I want to see this on WWE television? Alright? I'm not saying the 24/7 championship with R-Truth isn't entertaining. I'm just saying it does not belong on WWE TV. Do it on YouTube. Alright? I don't understand. Do it on the network. Do not do it on WWE television, because it takes away from the seriousness and what the show should be about, pro wrestling. I don't come to Monday Night Raw to watch this comedy hour. As much as I love Tozawa, I like R-Truth a lot, I don't come to Raw to see this. I don't come to Raw to see R-Truth and Akira Tozawa running in New York City after Santa Claus over a meaningless title, the title that doesn't mean anything. Alright? I'd rather just watch it on YouTube in my own time. I'm not saying these segments weren't entertaining, but it doesn't belong on, TV. Really. Next up, we had Bobby Lashley versus Cedric Alexander. Alright? So, oh my gosh. This was absolutely ridiculous. This was ridiculous. So, they announced next week on the last Monday Night Raw of the decade, they're building next week's Raw around Bobby Lashley and Lana getting married. Anybody that's watched WWE marriages over the year, no matter if it was like Edge and Vicky Guerrero, or Triple H and Stephanie, or AJ Lee and Daniel Bryan back in 2012. Anybody that's watched these segments know that something crazy usually happens, but I just don't care. I just don't care about Lana and Bobby Lashley. This is arguably the worst storyline we've seen on WWE television all year. It's been absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. And tonight, in a match that I should care about, right? Cedric Alexander has been buried. He's been in Vince's doghouse for months. It was reported, yes, I do hate Charlotte, alright? I hate Charlotte with so much passion. Don't get me started on her. Don't get me started on Charlotte. I do not want to rant about her. Really, I don't. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. Yes, here we go. Cedric Alexander has been in Vince's doghouse for months. Remember when Cedric Alexander was getting pushed and they were having a feud with AJ Styles over the United States Championship early in the fall? Yeah, there was reports that came out a couple weeks ago that Vince McMahon said he's done. He has absolutely given up on Cedric Alexander. For what reason? I don't know. There was really no reason for it. He just said he was done with Cedric Alexander, and Cedric Alexander, his puss got sucked. I don't care about Bobby Lashley at all. Please, I don't. I really don't. In the middle of this match, Lana stopped the match. She stopped the match. Like, are you serious? You're telling me this is not something Lana could have done before or after the match? See, in the middle of the match, I'll come to WWE for pro wrestling, not to watch Lana stop a match so she can announce that her wedding with Bobby Lashley would be happening next week. Like, are you kidding me right now? And the thing is, Lana was going on and on again, saying, you're invited, you're invited, you're invited, all this other stuff. Oh, Cedric, I can't help you. I can't have you, getting scratched and hurting my Bobby before next week, which is supposed to be the greatest night of our lives. I'm like, what are you doing? What does anybody in WWE, does no one understand how garbage these segments are? Like, it's like ridiculous how bad these segments are. Like, why? I really just don't get it. Who in what universe actually enjoys these segments? Vince is out of his damn mind. It's really that bad. Oh my goodness. But anyway, after that, the match will continue. Alexander, he gained the upper hand on Lashley. It looks like he was going to get the upset victory. But out of nowhere, Bobby hits him with a chokeslam and a spear to get the win. 1, 2, 3. All right. So next week, I expect, in the wedding, probably Rusev will get involved. Kind of similar to like how we saw like Triple H. You guys remember when Triple H interfered in Edge and Vicky's wedding? Or when, Vince McMahon and CM Punk interrupted Daniel Bryan and AJ Lee's wedding? And The Rock and all this other stuff. Like, who's texting me at this hour? Anyway, you guys see what my point. I'm not excited for this wedding segment tomorrow. Next week. I have no idea what to expect. I'm not excited for it at all. It's going to be absolute garbage. I expect Rusev to get involved in some way, shape, or form. But, man. Shard the GOAT. Sasha Banks is my favorite wrestler. That's an easy one. Alright, this is if you guys see my channel, like I am a huge Sasha Banks fan. I do not like Charlotte. I don't like Charlotte at all. No. Don't get me started on that. This was garbage. Next up, Drew McIntyre versus Zack Ryder. So basically, I didn't care about this either. I knew Drew McIntyre was going to win. Drew McIntyre won in like 2 minutes. He won by hitting Ryder with a Claymore. And then after the match, he hit Ryder with a Future Shock DDT. And then Kurt Hawkins with a Claymore kick. And basically, he then got on the microphone and said this was his definition of fun. Destroying people is fun for him. And he said 2020 would be his year. Drew McIntyre, like I always say almost every single week, this guy... the fact that he hasn't had any championship opportunities, it's absolutely ridiculous. This guy has Universal or WWE Champion written all over him, but WWE will never push him. So I don't care. Drew McIntyre, it's getting to the point with Drew McIntyre, which I just don't care about him. I'm not going to put him like on Dolph Ziggler level, because he's way better than Dolph Ziggler. But the guy is just, to me, he's just a heel that can get a good match with anybody. A guy that will never be pushed where he should be. It's that simple. It's really that simple for me. He said 2020 will be his year. Yeah, right. Yeah. 2019. Didn't he say at the beginning of this year that 2019 would be his year? I remember him saying that. All right, and he did absolutely nothing all year. So I expect him to be booked just the same. He'll win a bunch of meaningless matches against baby faces that don't mean crap on this show. And he won't get that championship match that he deserves. Sorry, it's just Facts. It's just facts. Sorry to hit you with the cold-hearted truth. Alright? No. Here's the difference, Sasha's Bad Banks. Here's the difference. Charlotte the GOAT, she says that she respects her. You come in my chat and you call Sasha Banks is awful. You have her name like don't give me that garbage. Don't give me that garbage. I'm fine with you being a Charlotte fan. I'm fine with you being a fan of anybody. But you have to respect Sasha for what she is. Sasha Banks is the best female wrestler in the world. I don't care what anybody says. You can disagree with me all you want, but don't come in here bashing Sasha, saying she's awful, saying all this. Please. Because no matter who you like, I'll give you reason after reason after reason of why Sasha is better than them. It doesn't matter if it goes from Charlotte to Alexa Bliss to Asuka. I don't care who it is. Gosh. Alright, please. We come here to talk about Monday Night Raw. This is not a Sasha Banks podcast. You know, I love Sasha Banks, but we're not here to talk about Sasha. We're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. Alright, please. Oh, man. Next up. Getting into the 9 o'clock hour, which I've been saying, the second hour of Raw was decent. The show was awful tonight, but the second hour was decent. Alright? It starts off with Becky Lynch. And you guys know I've been very vocal about Becky Lynch in the last couple weeks, you know. How Becky Lynch, I know she is the face of this company. She said in her promo tonight, it's truth. It's not Seth Rollins, it's not AJ Styles, it's not Roman, you know, maybe Bray. I just think Bray hasn't been on top long enough to be like Asuka. I mean, Ronda Rousey's not there. Lesnar's not there enough. If Lesnar was full-time, Lesnar would probably be the face of the company, but Lesnar's part-time. Becky is probably the face of the company. Alright? In my opinion, it should be Sasha. I love Becky. You guys know I love Becky. She's not, I love Sasha more, but I love Becky. But the thing about it is, we have to be honest here. Becky's championship reign has been very disappointing. Outside of what she did with Sasha Banks for the 2 months from August to October, her reign has been disappointing. I say this every single podcast. Lacey Evans, Natalya, the Shayna Baszler and Bayley match, everything in between other than the Sasha Banks feud has been disappointing for Becky. Alright? I like where they're going with this Becky Lynch and Asuka feud. I don't want to see Asuka lose. You know? I feel like it would be a shocker just to have Asuka win. Alright? But I'm just saying, I hate, like, nobody says anything. Becky's title reign has been disappointing, but nobody says anything because everybody loves Becky. I like Becky too, but, you know, her title reign has been disappointing. She's done nothing with the title. Outside of Sasha, she's done nothing with the title. And now she has to rebuild herself. You know, and the thing is, Becky knows this. She said it in interviews. She said it in her promos. She's basically said, you know, that the company's trying to protect her. Because it's facts. The company, you know Becky's not losing that title till probably WrestleMania. No matter if it's against Ronda or Shayna, she's losing that title either at WrestleMania or right after. Alright, please. Sasha, what do you mean? Charlotte's not the face of the company? Charlotte's never been the face of the company. Don't give me that garbage. Charlotte's never been the face of the company. Alright? And she never will be. No. Alright? No. Here's the thing. Sasha should have been the face of the company. Here's the thing. I'm going to shut that down right now. 2016, when the first initial brand split happened, when the first draft happened, right? They set it up for Sasha and Charlotte. They were the main program on Monday Night Raw from, I think, July all the way till the end of the year. Alright? From July all the way to the end of the year, Charlotte and Sasha was the main program on Monday Night Raw. Sasha was being promoted. Sasha was the top babyface in Raw's women's division, and she was supposed to be booked as the top babyface in the entire company. But WWE, you know, Vince McMahon and their agenda, they wanted Charlotte to start, you know, collecting title reigns so she could get closer and closer to her father, Ric Flair, and John Cena's world championship record. Sasha should have never lost the title after Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell should have been the end of the Sasha and Charlotte feud, and Sasha should have held that title from Hell in a Cell all the way through the WrestleMania. That's the way I see it. All right, but then they kept giving Charlotte the title reign, and they made Sasha look like a fool. They made Sasha Banks look like a fool. Sasha should have been the face of the company. Sasha also should have been the face of the company when she came back earlier this year. When Sasha came back in 2019, the night after SummerSlam, she was the most talked about thing in WWE. Her heel turn, the blue hair, everything. She was the most talked about thing in the company for 2 months when she was feuding with Becky. Her and Becky's, Sasha and Becky, that feud was the top feud in the entire main roster for the 2 months when Sasha came back. And then Sasha lost at Hell in a Cell. All her momentum, well, not all her momentum was killed, but then she got shipped over to SmackDown. I'm telling you, man, Sasha versus Bayley, this is obviously the last chance they had to book Sasha correctly. The last chance. If WWE doesn't book Sasha versus Bayley at WrestleMania next year, I'm done. I'm done. I'm throwing in my hat. I'm done. Sasha has to get her moment and she needs to beat Bayley at WrestleMania this year and get the title reign that she deserves. Sasha's never had a chance. Here's the thing that no one ever talks about. All right, Becky she's had the chance to be the face of the company, to be the face of the women's division, and her title reign has been disappointing because WWE has not booked her correctly. Charlotte has had 10 title reigns. She's had very short ones and very long title reigns. She's had her chance, and she's done nothing as champion. I like Bayley, but the thing is, Bayley's been SmackDown Women's Champion almost all year. All year, she's basically been champion since WrestleMania, since she won the title at Money in the Bank. Outside of the 5 days that Charlotte held the championship, just so they could say Charlotte's a 10-time champion. And even Bayley hasn't been booked correctly because they haven't given Bayley any good feuds. Nothing. All right, please. Sasha's the only person out of the 4 horsewomen. They gave Alexa Bliss. They gave Nia Jax. They gave Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax lengthy title reigns, and they did nothing with it. The only person in the last 4 or 5 years since AJ Lee that's had a decent title reign that was actually kind of memorable was Ronda Rousey. And I have to be honest, I love Ronda Rousey. Rousey had a good Raw Women's Championship reign. She did. She was on the television every single week. Her matches, people cared about them. Alright? Please. What she did with Charlotte at Survivor Series was great. What she did with Becky was great. What she did with Sasha was great. She defended the title every single night after a pay-per-view. I'm sorry. Ronda had a great Raw Women's Championship reign. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. Outside of that, Becky, Charlotte, Bayley, Alexa, Nia, none of them have done nothing with their title reigns. I don't care. Sasha Banks has never had an opportunity to do something with a title. Don't give me that garbage. Don't give me that nonsense. Please. Yes, Charlotte the GOAT. Thank you. You're actually making sense. Thank you. You just won over my respect. You just won my respect, Charlotte the GOAT. Thank you. Anyway, can I get back to the review, please? See what you guys do to me? You guys start talking about Monday Night Raw? Alright? Like, come on. See what you guys do to me? We're doing a Monday Night Raw review, and then you guys start talking about Sasha in the chat, and then I start losing my mind. Alright? Sleeping Angels, come on. Yes, Sasha's a better heel, but you know that's what they're doing. If they're doing Sasha and Bayley at WrestleMania next year, Sasha's going to be the babyface. You're not turning Bayley into a babyface. She just turned heel. Alright? So you have to turn Sasha to a babyface. And you know what it is? It might be the best thing for Sasha. It might turn Sasha into the most over babyface in the company. See what happened to Becky? When Becky was heel for like the 2 weeks or the 2 months they tried to turn her heel, right? And then they had to turn her back into a babyface because she was over. And Becky Lynch became the most over person in the company. You have Bayley turn on Sasha. then people sympathize with Sasha. They want to see Sasha win, finally get that victory at WrestleMania, finally get that lengthy championship reign we've all been waiting for. Sasha could easily become the biggest thing in the women's division. I'm telling you guys right now, Sasha Banks versus Bayley, in my opinion, should main event WrestleMania this year at Tampa. It should main event WrestleMania this year. I don't care what anybody says. I'm sorry. That's just me being honest. Anyway. Speaking of Becky Lynch challenges Asuka to a match. Like I said, I like where they're going with this. I like where this is going. You know, this is the kind of stuff they should have done with Becky at the beginning of her title reign. Legit. Other than Sasha Banks, like I said, her title reign has been disappointing. And now, here we are. She's been Raw Women's Champion for about 9 months. And now they're trying to build her back up. Make her feel important again. I'm sorry. Becky Lynch called out Asuka. She said basically, I'll do anything to get a match with Asuka. Becky Lynch sounded desperate here. Alright? She said the one thing, Asuka's the one person I haven't been able to beat. The one debt I have not collected. You know, and then she challenged Asuka to a match. Asuka comes out, Kairi Sane. I'm glad to see Kairi Sane out again. Kairi Sane looking better. We know what happened at TLC with the concussion. Alright, I already ranted on that enough last week on TLC and last week's Monday Night Raw review. But I liked where they're going with this. Asuka came out. She was speaking Japanese. I love Asuka. She's hilarious. Asuka said, oh, why don't, she said, I want to become Asuka 2 belts. Kind of mocking how, Becky Lynch was Becky 2 belts early in the year. And basically, Becky's like, oh, all I have to do to get a match with you is put my Raw Women's Championship on the line. Name the time and place. I like this. I really do like this. This was simple. It was to the point. It wasn't complex. This is a very simple storyline. Very simple. Becky, the Raw Women's Champion, doesn't feel like she's fit to be Raw Women's Champion because Asuka's beaten her 3 times in the last year. She has not been able to defeat Asuka. Alright? And Asuka has all this momentum coming out of TLC, and now she's coming out of after Becky's belt. Alright, again. So they're clearly setting this up for the Royal Rumble 1 year after they had their great match. Becky versus Asuka last year was a tremendous match. But what was better? Sasha Banks versus Ronda Rousey, overshadowed that match. And Becky won the Royal Rumble that year. So you guys see my point. That's how great Sasha Banks is. But anyway, I like where this is going. 1 year later, Royal Rumble, Becky's most likely going to win. If Asuka won, that would be an absolute shocker, but I would not mind Asuka winning. I like Asuka a lot. So I would not mind Asuka beating Becky at the Royal Rumble. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Becky and Asuka are going to have another great match, another classic. Will it be as good as their match from last year? We'll have to wait and see. I doubt it, but I'm still expecting a great match. I love this. I like where this story is going. I'm actually excited for this match. I'm excited for the rematch, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. We still got 4 weeks left to the Rumble. All right. What are you guys saying in the chat? Why you guys talking about? Asuka does have a good channel. Her YouTube channel is pretty entertaining. All right, but yeah. After this, we had Buddy Murphy and Aleister Black both going up versus local competition. I like this a lot. Alright, like I said, the second hour of the show was pretty decent. You guys know Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy, they had the match of the night at TLC. Alright, that was a great match, just like we all predicted it will be. And it still makes me wonder why Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy aren't in contention for the United States Championship. I ranted on this last week when we talked about the Gauntlet match. Alright, you had Matt Hardy, you had R-Truth, you had Akira Tozawa. I like Tozawa, but names that did not belong in that match. Losers, basically. Those are 3 people that were losers on WWE television most of this year. But yet you have Aleister Black, Buddy Murphy, people that put, one of the best pay-per-view matches on WWE TV all year. All year. Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy had a great match at TLC. And they were in that Gauntlet match. But yet you have Matt Hardy, Tozawa, Truth, people that have been booked like jobbers all year in that match, in contention for the United States Championship. Are you kidding me right now? Really? Oh my goodness. But Aleister Black comes out. He going up against local competition. I don't like when they did this. I hate when they put superstars up against local competition. I really do. But for this segment, I didn't mind because it actually had a point. It actually had a point. All right. Okay, Junior, I see your point about Sasha, but the thing about it is they're not turning Bayley into a babyface. They're not. Sasha, it would be easy to turn Sasha to a babyface. You know? Is that my boy Anthony? Is that my boy Anthony? Is that my boy Moose? Moose! Oh, Moose has made an appearance. Anybody that doesn't know, Anthony is my old podcast partner, the co-star, the guy who founded the Legit You podcast with me. My boy Moose has made an appearance in the chat. All right, it's good to see you, bro. It's good to see you. I know he doesn't watch Monday Night Raw anymore. He just watches NXT. All right, you know he makes an appearance on the podcast every once in a while just to let you guys know that he's still alive. It's good to see you, Moose. I know you're not gonna stay long, but yeah, it's good to see you, bro. That got me hyped. You know, as bad as Monday Night Raw is, just seeing my boy Moose in the chat made you know, that made my day, bro. That made my day. But Junior, like I'm saying, Sasha Banks is easy to turn into a babyface. You're not turning Bayley back into a babyface, at least not right now. You just turned her heel. You just changed her whole gimmick. You had her cut her hair, cut the inflatables. Why? Plus, you know, we've already seen heel Sasha versus babyface Bayley in NXT when they put on the greatest women's match of all time. Like what? I kind of want to see the flip to that. And this time it's Sasha's turn to be over. I'm like, come on, man. Let's be serious. Let's be honest here, bro. All right. Good to see you, Anthony. But back to what we were saying. So basically, I actually didn't mind this with Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy. With the local competition, it's like, oh, anything you can do, I can do better. All right. I can do anything better than you. I'm sorry, a song just popped in my head. But Aleister Black basically, he went up against his local competition in like 40 seconds. It was a quick match. You know, I love Black's offense. But then afterwards, Buddy Murphy comes out and basically he did the same moves that Aleister Black did. He did the bicycle kick that, you know, Black's so good at doing, and then you know how Black picks up his opponents by the face as he sets them up for the Black Mask. Buddy Murphy did the same thing, but he just set them up to hit Murphy's Law. So basically, Black comes back to the ring after the match. He stares down Murphy. He tries to give him a handshake as a sign of respect, because those two had one of the best matches all year on pay-per-view. All right. See, I'm telling you, man, Moose does not watch the main roster anymore. He doesn't even know that Bayley turned heel. He doesn't even know that Bayley cut her hair. Oh man, that's hilarious. But you know, they stare down each other. Black goes to, you know, shake Murphy's hand as a sign of respect, but then, you know, Murphy being the heel, he doesn't. All right, he fakes it. He does the woo, and then. But Murphy's like, all right, I'm not going to let you disrespect me. Turns Murphy around, hits him with a devastating Black Mask, and that sets up for the rematch next week. I'm actually excited for that. This was actually a smart choice. Give me a reason to watch next week. Buddy Murphy and Aleister Black had a damn great match at pay-per-view, at TLC. A damn good match. Give me a reason to watch again next week. Give me another reason. Yes, Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy. Okay. Is that so hard? It said you want to promote Lana and Bobby Lashley getting married. Like I give a crap about that. No, that's not going to make me want to tune in next week. Give me stuff like Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy. That's going to make me actually care. Is it that hard? Is it really that hard? Like, come on. It's going to be interesting, though. You know, I don't know. They had a really great match at TLC. Do they give Buddy Murphy the win this time? I don't know. All right, are they gonna do like a best of 3 series? I don't know. I could definitely see Buddy Murphy winning next week. You know, getting his win back, and that's setting up for a third and final match, maybe at the Rumble or somewhere down the line. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm actually excited for the rematch next week to see what they do differently. All right. Sasha is Bad Banks. I don't hate you. I don't know you. I don't like what you said about Sasha, but still. Junior. Anthony, I just said like 5 minutes ago, Anthony doesn't watch the main roster. He watches NXT only. All right? He watches NXT every single week. He definitely knows that Finn Balor is back in NXT. I don't blame you for asking him, but legit, I said it. If I didn't say that, yes, your question would have made sense. But I legit said 5 minutes ago that, Moose only watches NXT now. But next up, we had Ricochet versus Tony Nese. This was not a bad match, but it wasn't very long. It was like 3-4 minutes. These two, Tony Nese has some very good offense. Like I said, Tony Nese, I don't know why he's booked as a jobber. I feel the same way about Drew Gulak on SmackDown. These two are good. Build them up. They could be valuable to your mid-card divisions. Tony Nese, he could be built up to potentially challenge for the United States Championship. Drew Gulak, you can build him up to potentially challenge for the Intercontinental Championship over there on SmackDown. Instead, you have both of them booked like jobbers. I don't understand that. I knew Tony Nese wasn't going to beat Ricochet, but this was a good match. This was like 5 minutes, He hit Nese with the recoil, a.k.a., another version of the code breaker for the win. 1, 2, 3. Next up, we had Charlotte versus Okay, Junior. Okay, you're trolling. All right. Sleeping Angels. Didn't you watch the podcast back in the day, back when Moose was doing it with me? He's just as big a Sasha Banks fan as I am. Well, no, I'm the bigger Sasha Banks fan now because, Moose stopped watching Sasha after she kept losing. But Moose is a huge Sasha Banks fan. True story, me and Moose met because we went to a Sasha Banks meet and greet. That's how we met, and that's how we became good friends. But next up, we had Shawn versus Chelsea Green. Corey Graves is such a freaking clown. He's a clown. If you guys, I'm not telling you, do not go watch Corey Graves' podcast after the bell. That thing is pure trash. Corey Graves was complaining that I want my queen back. No, Charlotte's had her time. Yes, Charlotte's a valuable member of the women's division, but Charlotte's had her time. Please, Charlotte does not have to be champion all the time. Let's be serious here, people. Oh my gosh. But either way, this was a okay match. This was an okay TV match. Chelsea Green. I like Chelsea Green. If you guys remember, Chelsea Green, if you guys remember back when Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella, they had that storyline years ago when they thought Daniel Bryan was cheating on Brie Bella with Chelsea Green, who was supposed to be Daniel Bryan's therapist. You guys remember that? I don't know if you guys do. But back then, she was just a character on WWE TV, acting like a therapist. Now, all these years later, she's a wrestler. I like the intensity that Chelsea Green brought in this matchup. I do. It made me coming out of it. If you guys saw me on Twitter, I want to see more of Chelsea Green. I feel like she could definitely be built up, especially with the women's division being the way it is. You need more names in there. All right, I would actually like to see more of Chelsea Green. All right, Junior, I'm not sure about that. If that might have to go to Joe, but you're definitely up there. Anyway, I like the intensity Chelsea Green brought in this matchup. I definitely want to see more of her. I knew she wasn't going to be Shawn. Shawn made her tap with the figure eight. This was whatever. This was just a match to fill in time. Like I said, Shawn does not always have to be in the championship picture. This is Becky Lynch's time right now. Hopefully Sasha will get her time on SmackDown next year. Shaw's had her time. She doesn't have to always be in the championship picture. Build some other people up. Like Liv Morgan. Like a Ruby Riott when she comes back. Is it really that hard? Come on. It's not always about Charlotte, people. Anyway, next up we had the OC versus Randy Orton and the Viking Raiders. This was a match. This was a good match. But I found No reason to care. This was set up, if you guys remember last week, Randy Orton versus AJ Styles, which was a good main event for Raw. Not as good as their WrestleMania match, but it was a good main event. This was set up at the end after Orton beat Styles. Remember in that match, the story was Orton's left knee. Afterwards, the OC attacked him and the Viking Raiders, which set up the 6-man tag. You know, I'm sick and tired of seeing these 6-man tags on WWE TV. I really am, especially with the OC. I hate that. Well, just because there's a faction doesn't mean you have to put them in a 6-man tag every single week. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. I'm telling you guys the truth. Why does it always have to be a 6-man tag? All right? Yo, Junior, man, stop acting weird. Stop acting weird, man. But wait, it doesn't always have to be a 6-man tag team match. Like, why? Why? Anyway, you know, they did play in this match. They did continue the story from last week when Randy Orton's knee giving out, and basically, you know, Orton was not able to fully put weight on that knee, and then Styles was able to take advantage. Orton gave an RKO to Carl Anderson. Luke Gallows pushed him right into a phenomenal forearm, getting Styles and company the win. I like this because, you know, the OC, they're a dominant trio. But the thing about it is, WWE will never push the OC to where they need to be. Never will. AJ Styles, yes, AJ Styles can survive on his own. He's one of the best on his own. But the OC, no. The OC, man, you know, WWE's had multiple opportunities to make them look important. They never do. It's whatever at this point. OC get the victory. We'll see where they go with this next week. Next up, Eric Rowan versus local competition. I hate this, man. I'm like, why do they keep doing this? Like, why do they keep doing this with Eric Rowan? No one cares about this story. I'm convinced that there's probably nothing even in that cage that he brings to the ring with him every single week. Alright, please. I don't know who the hell this guy was. I didn't get his name, but the guy was a weirdo, man. He was a weirdo. The way he was walking, the way, like, I don't know who this guy was. But the competitor tried to convince Eric Rowan to back down. He gave Eric Rowan a candy cane. A candy cane. Wow. Wow, way to get me into the holiday spirit. You're going to give your opponent, someone that chooses Eric Rowan, a candy cane during a wrestling match. Great job, WWE. Great job. But then he had like 5 candy canes in his wrestling trucks. 5 in the back of his trucks. He tried to go to the outside of the ring, and he was offering to give these candy canes to what was ever in Rowan's cage, but Rowan got angry. I don't know why, because after the match, Rowan actually gave the candy canes to whatever he has in that cage, but he hit 2 Iron Claws to get the win. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's that simple. I just don't care. I'm like, this storyline is garbage. Like, there's probably nothing even in the cage. Like, they're really continuing to do this? Like, really? Why? It's absolute garbage. Next up, Rusev versus No Way Jose. So when I first saw Rusev come out, I was like, why is he smiling? Why, you know, he just lost a tables match the day before at TLC. Like, why is he smiling? He comes out and he said that he would make Bobby Lashley pay for cheating him out of a win at TLC, but he said that he wasn't even upset that Lana and Lashley were getting married next week on Raw, because, you know, Rusev said the best gift that he could give to Lana and Lashley is Lashley having to deal with the pain of having Lana as a wife in the weeks forward, which was kind of hilarious. But he said that he felt liberated without having Lana in his life, and that he felt free and he could do whatever he wanted. Then basically, he had a match with No Way Jose. No Way Jose's been in catering for months. You know, I didn't even recognize his theme music. You know, this was another match to fill in time. This match barely went 2 minutes. No Way Jose was trying to get Rusev to dance with him. Absolute garbage. He hits Jose with the Mosca kick. Afterwards, he partied with the Conga line, and then he got a couple kisses from some of the members of the line. So Rusev, he's single, ready to mingle. It looks like he's already moved on from Lana, and it looks like it's gonna be a good holiday for him. Okay, don't care. This match didn't mean anything to me, but we know next week we have the wedding with Rusev and Lana, so that's gonna be. Or not the wedding with Lana and Rusev. I mean, the wedding with Lana and Lashley. I'm telling you right now, Rusev is gonna find some way to interfere in that match. It's gonna be interesting to see what he has planned. All right, it's not even a match; it's a ceremony. Man, it's getting too late. I'm messing up on all my damn words. But last up, we had the United States Championship. Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. This was not a bad match. This was a first time ever. If you guys remember, a couple months ago, I think it was set for the Raw season premiere. Rollins was supposed to face Mysterio for the Universal Championship. But then that was the night when, Lesnar attacked Mysterio. And then we had that feud with Dominic and all that. But this is the first time these two ever were going up against each other. It wasn't a bad match. But I felt like they could have done a little bit better. I felt like there was an extra gear they could have gone to. But it wasn't terrible. But AOP, they were clearly the X Factors. Mysterio hit Rollins with a 619 and was about to go up for the frog splash to end the match. But then right at that moment, AOP get involved. They threw Mysterio off of the top rope. They started beating his ass. Then Rollins hit a stomp on Mysterio. Then they dragged him to the top of the announce table. And then Samoa Joe, I actually like the way they did this. For the last 2 weeks on Raw, Samoa Joe has been, talking about how AOP is savages, and you'll be lucky to survive against them. And I liked where this was going. I knew where this was going because I was like, oh, why is Samoa Joe talking about AOP so much? And the rumors had that Samoa Joe, he would be coming back from injury any day now. Alright, and it looks like we're getting Samoa Joe as a babyface again, which I don't mind at all. He's been a heel for a long time, but I feel like fans want to cheer Joe, so I have no problem with him being babyface. I would not mind. What if you give me Joe versus Lesnar for the Universal Champion, for the WWE Championship? A babyface Joe versus Lesnar again? I would be down for that at WrestleMania. I've been thinking of opponents for Lesnar for WrestleMania, and right now it's been reported that we're either going to get Tyson Fury or Cain Velasquez. Please, you're asking me to delete the WWE Network. It's like you want me to. No, build somebody up inside your company on your show to take that championship from Lesnar. Joe, Aleister Black, John Cena, Kevin Owens. That's 4 names right there that you can have feuds for Lesnar lined up. A babyface Joe versus a heel Lesnar, I could get down with that. All right. Remember a couple years ago, it was heel Joe against a babyface Lesnar. Like, hey, if anybody's listening, excuse me, guys. If anybody from WWE is actually listening, like, I'm giving you guys, cold-hearted truth. I'm telling you guys, this will be the best way to go. All right, but they had Samoa Joe. He's been talking about the AOP, and you could tell that there was, Joe is gonna come back and now he's gonna feud with the AOP and Seth Rollins. Alright, so Seth Rollins, he drags Mysterio, right? But then Joe, they're gonna put Mysterio through the table. But Joe's just standing there like, oh, I'm not leaving. Wait, why am I leaving? If these two have a problem with me, we can fix this right now. Joe's a badass. I love Joe. Alright? No games, gets right to the point. But then Joe's like, hey, if I take off this headset, and if I get up from this chair, I'm getting up to, kick some ass. I'm coming after you two. Alright? So Joe doesn't mess around. He gets up, takes off his headphones, takes off his suit coat. He's putting up his couplings. And then Rollins is like, hey, we don't need this right now. But either way, Rollins didn't change it. He's like, get him. And then AOP, they attack Joe. They threw Mysterio into the Christmas tree. That was set up right behind the announce table. They beat Joe down, Rollins does, and then they powerbomb him through the announce table, a la Shield. to end the show. All right. So basically, they're setting up now. Joe's gonna be coming back for a babyface, which I like. You have Kevin Owens as a babyface, which I like. You have Mysterio as a babyface. So definitely, this is gonna be setting up down the line for probably a 6-man tag with KO, Joe, Mysterio going up against Rollins and AOP at some point. You know, but I don't buy this. I didn't buy this to end the show. You know, it is what it is. It wasn't a bad way to end the show. It really wasn't. You know, I feel like eventually the Seth Rollins and AOP faction, I'm not going to care about them at some point. Eventually. Not now, but somewhere down the line. But right now, it was a decent way to end Raw. It doesn't make up for most of the garbage we saw over the last 3 hours. But it was a decent way to end the show. You know, the Becky Lynch and Asuka segment was decent. The Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy segment was decent. Charlotte versus who was it? Chelsea. Chelsea Green. That was decent, and the main event segment was decent. But outside of that, this show was garbage. This show was garbage, and you know, yeah, I'm saying, I'm not giving WWE a pass. All right, I'm not giving WWE a pass for this crap at all. Alright? Either way, guys, that's about it. That's about all I got for you guys today. I'm not giving WWE a pass for it being a holiday show. They get no excuses from me. No excuses from me. Alright? Sorry. That's just the way it is. Alright? But anyway, WWE, man, they know how to make your holiday season bad. Let's just say that. They know how to disappoint you and, you know, make your holiday season bad. But anyway, other than that, guys, that's about all I got for you guys today. I want to thank you guys for joining me here tonight on the Legit Shoot podcast, man. Like I said, it's the night before Christmas, and all I wanted was a decent show from WWE, and I couldn't even get that. There was a couple of good segments on the show, but this show was a disappointment like it usually is. And I expect more of the same in 2020, and I'll be here to take all the pain and misery for you guys. But other than that, that's about all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for joining me here tonight for your Monday Night Raw review. As always, guys, you know, make sure to slap a like on this video, comment, subscribe if you guys are new, enable notifications by clicking the bell next to my name, Fitzman TV, so you guys are notified every time I post a new video. I just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. You know, I hope you guys enjoy the time with your family. Hopefully Monday Night Raw tonight didn't ruin your Christmas week that badly. I hope it doesn't. You know, go drink some eggnog, go enjoy yourself. Let me know how you guys enjoy your holidays. If you guys haven't checked out my SmackDown review, that is live on the channel. Go check that out. We'll be back with SmackDown as always at the end of the week like we usually do. I'll have some extra content for you guys throughout the rest of the week. Follow me on social media. The links are in the description down below. I love you guys so much. Have a great night, everyone. Peace.